Oh, can you see my slide? Can you people, are you people looking my
Yes,
slide?
No,
sir.
sir.
Visible? Is it
Yes,
visible?
sir. दिख रहा है.
Okay, okay.
Examination of cases of metritis यही दिख रहा है.
Right. So today we will study a case of metritis. It's a very popular case of reproductive emergency. You can say the reproductive disorders or the uterine infection related. Whenever animal get infection of uterus, the terms is given metritis. Whenever infection will be, there will be an inflammation of the cells, inflammation of the tissues. So its term has been coined after metritis. Metritis is what? Metritis is the inflammation of the entire thickness of the uterus. It's called metritis. Metritis, thickness of uterus. Uterus, you know, in anatomy, you have already studied the different layer of the uterus. So whenever the uterus of the cow become infected in the entire thickness of the uterus, it is called metritis. Sometimes it's called endometritis when the infection of the uterus, of the mucosal layer of the uterus is called endometritis. Sometimes you have heard about the pyometra. What is pyometra? Pyometra is just, it is defined as the accumulation of pus inside the uterus. Is called pyometra. Whenever the copious discharge of pus coming from the reproductive organ or vagina is called as a pyometra, because the animal in his uterus accumulates liter and gallon of the pus or the infective discharge in the uterus is known as pyometra or endometritis and metritis. All the Hannah, I have make you understand what is metritis, what is endometritis, and what is pyometra. Sometimes it's not a metritis complex. It is also another metritis complex. Now come over here. This is one of the most significant case of infertility in cattle is metritis, complex disease. This is the very significant infertility cases in the animal, and many times when you will be as a doctor with clinics, when you will become a touring veterinary officers, many of the farmer will complain to you that my cow is discharging a very thick or a very thick copious discharge of pus is coming, and in that situation you should have to understand yourself that this case of a metritis. And now as per definition I have told to you, whenever the gallons of liter of the pus inside the metritis will be known as pyometra. Their treatment is something different from the endometritis. Endometritis is just the inflammation of the endometrial layers, myometrium layer, serosa layer. They are different layer of the uterus. Serosa layers, endometrial layers, myometrium layers. These are whenever the entire thickness is called the metritis. Or the diseases of the metritis is most commonly found in case of dairy cattle, dairy animals, the animals which is a meat for the production of the milk. These animals are often encountered with these diseases, and there are several etiological factors and predisposing factors responsible for these ailments. Can you people read my slides?
No, sir.
No, again I am showing once again. You are just wait. I am just saying you. Now you can see.
No, sir.
Again, not. I'm just. Now you can see, I think. Hello.
सर
नो सर,
नो
सिर्फ
सर
फर्स्ट पेज ही दिख रहा है अभी तक सर, जो एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ केसेज ऑफ मेट्राइटिस
Now
बीसीपी
you see.
1 2
Now
यही
you
सब।
come into the second page. Do you see? Hello.
नो
नो
सर,
सर
Again no. How it's possible?
यस
This is second page or second slide of my PPT. This is first slides and this is second slide here. ये देख लो.
सर चेंज ही नहीं हो
सर
रहा है
यहाँ
सर।
कोई मूवमेंट नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है, जो एरो का साइन है वो भी नहीं हिल रहा है सर।
ये कैसे हो सकता है? अच्छा ठीक है. Now you can see.
अभी आया है
यस
सर,
यस
दूसरा है।
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay, okay. You see here, this is first slides and this is second slides.
यस सर।
Can I? Do you people need again? We should start from the first slides.
नो सर
Okay. So we have come to point that whenever you will encounter a reproductive disease, and especially the uterus connected with the uterus, you think this is a most probably there's case of the metritis. Metritis is of different part. Metritis may be the endometrium layer, so it is also known as endometritis. And whenever you will found accumulation of the pus inside the uterus is known as pyometra. The diseases share common etiological factor between among the metritis, endometritis, and pyometra. All diseases, there are common etiological factors or predisposing factors which create the problem of this. So this is known as metritis complex, which includes metritis, endometritis, and pyometra. What is metritis? Infection extends to the deeper layer of the uterus, which may include extension through the serosa, perimetritis, or broad ligament. It's entered into or attached to the broad ligament. It's called parametritis. So different are having different things. These are the systematic signs of illness, Anna, which may vary from relatively mild to very severe case. Sometimes animal may have fever, may have laminitis, animal may having lameness also, sometimes pains. So animal will not tell you that animal is suffering from pains. So we have to come to notice that the animal may have such and such type of problem whenever this metritis complex disease is occurring inside the occurring to the cow. So within a few, mostly these diseases come sequely to the postpartum complications. Suppose animal has been given birth, a dairy animal has been given birth, and during the parturations, there may be a problem of dystocia, and after parturition there may be problem of RFM, retained fetal membrane. These retained fetal membrane and dystocia, all this is happening, and this is sequely is the metritis, because whenever some expert or the technician or the doctor, whoever is handling the case of the postpartum complications like dystocia and retained fetal membranes, which is normally expelled from the uterus after the parturition of 12 hours. But whenever it will not be happen like that, so and then animal will be become infected. Animal uterus will become infected, and that is known as metritis. So you should always know that whenever any cow is suffering from RFM or the dystocia, certainly the animal will have, most probably the animal will have such and such problems, metritis. The reason, etiological factors, microbes also, because many a time animal giving its birth in open space. Whenever there is no any management condition, management situation that animal could give birth in a very clean place area. Many a time animal in a standing position give parturations, and during this phase, many of the organism get chances to enter into the uterus, and that an organism may infect the uterus and may produce endotoxins. Mostly the gram-negative organisms are producing the endotoxin. That endotoxin is responsible for these problems. Endotoxin will be responsible for increasing in the PGFM metabolites, prostaglandin metabolites. The animals or the cow which has been found this is mostly they having increase in the level of the uh, prostaglandins metabolites level. So metritis, you know, we have make you understand. Now you come to this. What is endometritis? Endometritis is actually of three kinds: first degree, second degree, and third degrees. And third degree is known as the pyometra. When there will be secondary degree, there will be the mucopurulent discharge, mucus with the pus. But when will be the third degree, or known as pyometra, there will be copious discharge of pus. There will be the only the pus, accumulation of the pus. This is known as pyometra. Several times I have told to you gently. So first degree, whenever it is having a metritis of first degree, this is known as endometritis, and that animal is having, whenever their pus or the uterine discharge, which is when this discharge is going to be examined, there will be the increasing in the level of the leukocytes. There will be increase in the level of leukocyte. Leukocytes means neutrophils, basophils. The level of this neutrophils or the leukocyte will be enhances in case of first degree. When second degree, you can see by your naked eye, by seeing the discharge, you will see the discharge having some flack of the pus. When there will be a third degree, there will be complete pus. There will not any difference. There will not any confusion where to examine whether it is the first or second or third. This is obvious by seeing the discharges of the pus. Infection is confined to the endometrium and stratum spongiosum of the mucosa. Affected cause show no systemic sign of illness. In case of endometritis, there will be no any systematic sign of illness, like animal will be eating, animal will be having normal appetites, but may animal is having pus. So there will no any systematic sign of illness. Clinical signs are confined to the presence of purulent materials, clinical endometritis, the presence of leukocyte, but no overt pus in uterine or cervical discharge. Whenever our animal also, the animal will come into estrus cycles, there will be a cyclical animal. Whenever you will when you are examining by rectal or gynecological examination, you will see the corpus luteum over the ovary. It means that animal is cycling. When you will not find any corpus luteum is over the ovary, you mean that the animal is not coming in estrus. Whenever you will find corpus luteum, you should understand that animal is cycling, regularly cycling. And many a time, even having the animal is having the endometritis, animal will come into estrus. You cannot differentiate the animal is endometritis or not. Even endometritis animal is coming regularly in estrus cycle. But you will differentiate, you will diagnose whenever you will see the discharge. The discharge which is coming at the time of the estrus, the discharge will having a pus, flack of pus, sometimes white, sometimes pale, opacity will be the discharge. Cloudiness, dirty discharge. Also, owners are knowing this is the ganda discharge, dirty discharge. So these all are, you will find. Mucus of the sternum will be cloudy, milky instead of clear, translucent. Whenever animal in heat, there will be a translucent, transparent discharges. But when animal is suffering from endometritis, there will be a clear-cut pus or the translucent discharge, opacity in the discharge. Opacity. Bovine cervical mucus pro-sternum may normally be slightly cloudy. These are the signs, symptoms of the endometritis cases. On rectal examination, uterus may feel like a large, heavy or thick wall. When you will per rectal examine, the animal, their uterus will be a like that of a very duffy type. Duffy means that whenever you are जैसे आटा गूंथते हैं तो आटे में क्या होता है, गूंथना होता है तो बहुत डफी हो जाता है. Pits on pressure, there will be a pits. So like that, uterus will be thick and will be become thick or will be inflamed. So animal having a metritis, their uterus will be thick. The uterus cycle, the estrus cycle and period are usually normal in length, that you have in understand. But in occasional cases, the cycle may be shortened 8 to 12 days due to the acute endometrial inflammation or preventing development of corpus luteum. When any cow is cycling at regularly at 21 days, but sometimes when animal is coming within repeating their cycle at 8 or 12 days, it means that animal is having metritis, because the organism, the pathogenic organism inside the uterus, which release endotoxin, that endotoxin will responsible for luteolysis. There is a regression of the luteolysis. In that case, animal will have their metritis, and animal will suffer from metritis, because the abnormal endometrium and infection in uterus, fertilized ovum may die, and cow again came into the estrus. Now pyometra, I have already in definition I have told to you, and again you see it here. Chronic infection of the uterus with accumulation of purulent exudate in uterine lumen may confine to luminal layers or may extend deep into the within the wall of the uterus. In this case, the istrum will not be happen. In the case of the metritis or the endometritis, animal they replicate their cycles. There will replicate, not replicate, I mean to say there will recycle, cycle and cycle, then cycle. At 21 days interval, animal will continue cycling. But when animal is suffering from pyometra, there will a cessation of the estrus, cessation of the cycles. So failure of the istrum is a common symptom of the common sign symptom of the pyometra. No systematic sign of illness. A retained corpus system is present with failure of istrum. The CL is not the CL of pregnancy in PPM that persists due to the uterine infection. This is actually the consequence following abnormal parturition. Uterine infection, RFM, premature birth, TB, dystocia, septic metritis, and postpartum metritis. These all are the sequelae to the, this is the sequelae of this all diseases, pyometra. Sequelae. What is prognosis of the pyometra? Fair to good. When suppose animal is having a pyometra case of long standing case of pyometra, long in the standing, it means that animal is having a more than 2 months of a pyometra, that animal will not be cured, animal will not be breedable. It is clear. Whenever pyometra is more than 2 months, animal will not be breedable. So that animal should not be used when animal is suffering from pyometra more than 2 months. This is the seldom statics. Many a time this pyometra not, but metritis or endometritis, when there is no any accumulation of pus, there is a self-controls. Whenever animal be given sexual, I mean to say rest, or whenever animal will be left over as a case of endometritis for several months and months, an animal, sometime animal may recover by himself, by themselves. Nearly all the cases recovered as spontaneously with the passage of time and sequential estrus periods. So, in case of pyometra, which more than of 2 months will not be cured, but endometritis of first degree, second degree, animal will as spontaneously will passage of time will be recovered. On passage of time, that particular animal will be recovered or will be the infection will be clear, animal will recover. Now you see here the discharges. Whenever animal you see here, this is a pus flax. This is first degree, second degree, and this is a copious discharge of pus. Sometimes animal is having blood also in urine, but this is not the case of pyometra. The pyometra, whenever the metritis having such type of discharge, you will find in the uterine discharge. And you see here, this is this slide showing that the animal is having the leukocyte whenever the animal is suffering from the first degree or the first degree of endometritis, or this is also known as subclinical endometritis. Subclinical endometritis, in that case, animal will not have any sign symptom, or animal will not have any pus. Animal will not be, their discharge will not be look like that of pus. It will be a clear, transparent, watery discharge, crystal clear. But when you will examine their uterine discharge by staining, you will see the leukocytes in the discharge. So many a times the organism which has been observed in case of metritis is E. coli, Streptococcus species, Staphylococcus, Bacillus species, Corynebacterium species, Pseudomonas species. Or one of the bacteria is not been mentioned here. I want to mention here Actinomyces. Actinomyces type bacteria is also found in case of Actinomyces pyogenes. Actinomyces pyogenes. This bacteria is also responsible for this disease. So the number of isolate which has been obtained, this one is, this is the case of some specific literatures which from where it has been copied and pasted. So it has been whenever animals suffering from metritis, such number of the organism has been identified. So come here this slide. You see here days of postpartum. This is the days after parturition. 10 days after parturition, the chances of metritis is more. Percentage of animal is this much, and this is 70 days after parturition. There is chance of endometritis. It may go up to 70 days. But in case of subclinical endometritis, when this animal having, whenever it will be examine their discharge, there will be a leukocytes. This is known as subclinical endometritis or the first degree of endometritis. This is, you see here, is the entire length of the entire round the year, or maybe the some of the cycles in between that you will find subclinical endometritis. So that this is this from here to here. In normal endometrium, there will be not any discharge. There will not be the leukocytes. This is complete blue. There is no any problem. Normal endometrium is getting this space, and subclinical endometritis getting this space just after the parturition. This is days postpartum. After parturition. And now treatment. You come here, the treatments. So it's treatments. First degree, what you will do, the 1% to 2% Lugol solution you will use. 2% Lugol solution, you should have to understand what is Lugol solution. Lugol solution is having the iodine and potassium iodide combination. That 1 to 2 ml and 100 ml of distilled water by intertwined for 3 days. Or the broad spectrum antibiotics, several of the broad spectrum antibiotics are coming in the markets. Such for example, Lenevo AP, and the Lixin Iubolus, or the powders in the form of that, the broad spectrum antibiotics are coming, and that are usually used parentally for 3 to 5 days. Sometimes intrauterine or parenteral also. Whenever animal suffering from endometritis, you can use the broad spectrum antibiotic, for example, the endofloxacins and fluoxetine. These are the antibiotics coming. If you are using parenterally by IV or IM, that endometritis or the endometritis of the first degree will be recovered within 3 to 5 days. When someone is suffering from second degree, you use some more strength of the Lugol solutions, or either Lugol solution or any broad spectrum antibiotic that will be help in recovering of the animal. 2 to 4% of aqueous Lugol solution is infused intrauterine. Broad spectrum antibiotic is worth trying and maybe give parentally or locally to 3 to 5 days. Within that specified, the animal will be recovered. I have seen really whenever you are doing, whenever you are administering any broad spectrum of a high newly molecules of the antibacterials, you will see the recovery of the animal. Injection of the chlorprosternol sodium is also very, very important for the endometritis treatment, because the many a time animal get infection of the uterus due to the presence of the corpus luteum, and corpus luteum secreting the progesterone hormone. These progesterone hormones is responsible for increasing in the number of the microbes, while the animal will not have any corpus luteum, or in the phase of the follicular phase. There are two phases in this cycle, follicular phase and luteal phase. In the case of the follicular phase, there is a secretion, or there is a increasing in the level of the estrogen, and that estrogen is responsible for leukocytosis of the uterus, and that leukocytosis will be increase the leukocyte, and that leukocyte will prevent from this endometritis or the infection. So leukocytes is the first line of defense of the innate immunity. So chlorprostanoid sodium, whenever you are giving in the form of PGF2 alpha and as a PGF2 alpha, so it will be remove corpus luteum and animal will come into a estrus, and in that situation the leukocyte level of the particular animal will be increased, and that will inculp or there will be a removing of the infections. B injection, B complex you can give, antihistamine you can give, some rheumatoid drugs you can give, digestive medicine you can should give, because whenever you are giving such antibiotic, their ruminal microbe may disturb. So ruminal microbes in the form of a bolus coming over in the market is known as the Ecotas bolus. Ecotas is having some microbes, ruminal microbes having in the tablets. In the tablet form you can give the Ecotas bolus. Now this is third degree pyometra, and here I am to clear that the time is over because the Zoom is having 40-minute maximum time. So I will cover this topic in the next class, and with the next topic also, and they will be, this topic will be covered in that next class. And so okay, hello, anyone?
Yes sir.
हाँ,
Yes,
कैसा लगा सुभद्रा?
फास्ट हो जा रहा है सर।
हाँ,
40 अभी 8 मिनट और है सर।
8 मिनट और है, तब तो हो जाएगा। ओके, तो you people are understanding what I am telling to you, what I am making?
सर थोड़ा स्लो बोले।
हाँ, हेलो,
थोड़ा स्लो सर, बहुत फास्ट हो जा रहा है सर।
फास्ट हो जा रहा है। तो कुछ क्वेश्चन है, if you are having any queries regarding these topics, you can ask.
Yes, I have a question.
हाँ, tell me, welcome.
Sir, you told that no any significant sign is shown by cough if suffering from first degree of metritis. First degree of metritis. Then how we understand the particular cow is suffering from first degree of metritis?
Oh, okay. You will understand that the cow will be repeat many a time. Animal will come into stress, but animal is not conceiving, conception failures. There, whenever you are giving insemination, the animal will not conceive, and whenever you will examine their uterine discharge by staining, by Giemsa staining, or you can see the leukocytes. Some of the neutrophil will be in the discharge. 2, 5, 6, 7, maybe the number of the leukocytes you will found, and animal will not be conceived. Animal will several times will be conception failures, repeat breedings problems. Understand? Hello.
सर तो वो जो
Yes,
साइकिल
sir.
बोले सर, साइकिल जो जैसे कम हो जाएगा, जैसे 8 to 12 डेज का आप बताए, तो वो तो फर्स्ट डिग्री में होगा ना सर, फर्स्ट डिग्री एंडोमेट्राइटिस में
8 to 10 days पे ना।
हाँ, साइकिल का लेंथ जो है सो कम हो जाएगा फर्स्ट डिग्री से ही सर।
नहीं, अगर साइकिल का लेंथ कम हो जा रहा है, it means that animal is having uterine infection, animal is having uterus problems. It means that animal is having corpus luteum that is not continue to pregnancy. That will not be up to the, there will not be remain presence over the entire length of gestations. So the corpus luteum, whenever infection, there will endotoxin will be released from the microbe. That endotoxin will responsible for luteolysis. हेलो सुभद्रा, क्या कंफ्यूजन दूर हुई?
यस सर, हम पूछ रहे थे ना सर, जैसे कि साइकिल जो बोल रहे हैं ना आपकी, यूट्रस इन्फेक्शन में शॉर्ट हो जाता है। तो जैसे फर्स्ट डिग्री जो इंडोमेट्राइटिस आप बताए, तो फर्स्ट डिग्री में जैसे कुछ सीवियर ज्यादा नहीं रहता है, तो ये मतलब ल्यूटियोलाइसिस का प्रोसेस,
इस केस में
ल्यूटियोलाइसिस का प्रोसेस फर्स्ट डिग्री में भी होगा, यही पूछ रहे थे।
ये जो ल्यूटियोलाइसिस का है ना, ये तो सेवरल टाइम जब भी एनिमल में इस तरह का प्रॉब्लम होगा, फ्रीक्वेंट स्ट्रेस में आ रहा है, 8 डेज 7 डेज पे रिपीट कर रहा है, इट मींस दैट कि एनिमल इज हैविंग यूट्राइन इन्फेक्शन। ये जान लेना है। जब भी 8 से 10 दिन पे रिपीट कर रहा है, 8 से 10 दिन, क्यों? क्योंकि 6 दिन के बाद कॉर्पस लुटियम का फॉर्मेशन आफ्टर ओवुलेशन हो जाता है। तो 6-7 दिन पे अगर एनिमल रिपीट कर रहा है स्ट्रेस में, इट मींस दैट कि एनिमल में प्रॉब्लम है। 7 दिन पे जो है रिपीट कर रहा है, बराबर हिट में आ रहा है, क्योंकि जब सीएल नहीं रहेगा तो क्या होगा कि जो गोनेट्रोपिन्स लेवल है, इट विल गिव द पॉजिटिव फीडबैक फॉर द secretion of the estrogen hormones, so animal will come into heat.
Okay sir.
Any confusion?
No sir.
Understand? समझ में आ गया कि नहीं? कोई confusion है तो you
yes
can
sir,
ask,
yes sir.
you can repeat, है ना? तो जो फर्स्ट डिग्री है, फर्स्ट डिग्री में क्या होगा बता रहे हैं, कंसेप्शन फेल्योर, एनिमल विल कम इनटू स्ट्रेस एट रेगुलर इंटरवल्स, but animal will not be conceived. This is known as the conception failures or the repeat breedings. Or if having infections, so or frequent coming of the stress by the animals at 10 days interval or 8 days interval, it means that there is infection which releases the by the microbe, there is releasing of the endotoxins. क्या सुभद्रा समझ में आ गया?
यस सर, आ गया सर।
अच्छा, ये थर्ड डिग्री जो पायोमेट्रा है, इसके बारे में भी बताइए, कोई कंफ्यूजन? जब भी पायोमेट्रा होगा तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली देयर विल बी certainly there will be presence of a corpus luteum. The animal will be cycling. पायोमेट्रा में क्या है, पर्टिनेंट साइंस है कि उसमें कॉर्पस लुटियम है ना रहेगा, रिटेंशन ऑफ द कॉर्पस लुटियम. You see here, this is postpartum complication. The case has been this slide, which is showing whatever picture. This